going out to school.
Among 30 developed countries, we rank 25th in math and 21st in science. In almost every category, we've fallen behind, except one. Kids from the USA rank #1 in confidence.
That's confident. Joining us now, the president
Misplaced
and
confidence.
CEO of the Los Angeles Urban League, Blair Taylor. Good to have you on.
Good to be here, man.
Good to have you in the conversation. One of the things that Urban League is involved with, and something we haven't talked about as much during this conversation, is parental involvement.
Right.
And how important that is, and how difficult that can be in certain areas, especially urban areas.
Yeah, very much of a challenge, but critical. I mean, we have to start looking at educational solutions from the bottom up versus the top down, which means involving the community, involving parents, making sure teachers and students are involved in the solutions that we design. So traditionally what we've had is top-down management from a school district that would either at a local level, a local school district, or a citywide school district that would be naming the mandates, outlining what curriculum is, planning for budget. What we're seeing now that is most effective is when you turn some of that back over to the school and let them make local decisions on curriculum or budget expenditures that involving the students, involving the teachers, you get a much better designed and a more customized design approach, which is very, very effective.
And you are taking a look at this problem holistically.
Yes.
And one of the, I thought, transformative concepts in Davis's movie was the fact he said we used to look at failing schools and failing neighborhoods and thought it was inevitable.
Right.
But he's starting to say educators think that maybe we have it backwards. Maybe the community's failing because the school is failing, not vice versa.
Right.
So how do you approach this holistically? How do you look at the whole community around the school?
We've launched a model called Neighborhoods at Work, which basically focuses in on 5 disciplines at the same time in a 70-block area. Education, meaning that the school is the heart of the community. Employment, meaning if people don't have jobs, that it's very hard to focus on your child if you're unemployed. Housing, if you're losing your home, you can't go advocate for Johnny down at school, right? You're focused on foreclosure. That's an issue. Safety, making sure that the environment around the school is safe, creating safe buffer zones for kids.
And how do you do that?
So we've worked closely with LAPD, we've worked closely with the California Highway Patrol and others to create buffer zones around the school, which literally keep these kids safe. So they're walking to and from school. We had about 30% of our kids being accosted on their way to school. We've almost totally eradicated that in the area around the high school that we're working with in South Los Angeles.
And they feel safe getting to, not only in the schools, but getting to the schools.
Well, you know, in Los Angeles Unified School District, about 1/3 of the kids are suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which when we stopped and talked to teachers about what to do in the schools, the #1 issue that they identified, believe it or not, was violent crime and crime around the schools. And they said, if you can't make these schools safer, we can't teach. So we work collaboratively with these forces, that the police forces and the residents, frankly, having the residents come out and water their lawns when kids are walking to and from school, believe it or not, is a way of keeping schools safe.
Makes a difference.
Tell a story about what you've seen parents do, an individual parent that it can help as an inspiration to other parents who want their schools to be better for their kids and for their community.
Well, you know, a parent getting involved is a critical thing. So we've got parent volunteers who have literally carried kids on their backs at the school. People often ask, how can I get involved? It seems like too big of a problem. There's so many ways. Come volunteer at a school. They're always looking for campus volunteers. Get involved in some after-school curriculums. We've got mentoring programs where parents have gotten involved 3 hours a week and changed the life of a young person. There's a litany of different ways that parents can get involved. And I just encourage people to make sure you visit the campus. Stop by and know what's happening.
Blair Taylor, thank you very much.
Thank you
All the
so
best
much.
to you.